Testing, testing. Welcome to PF3 Live. We're live. It is Sunday, July 26th. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We're out at Skyview Academy in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. We had a bit of a curveball thrown at us. Earlier this week, we were told that we could no longer play at Infinity Park for reasons related to COVID. And as you saw last week, we had quite an audience, quite a bit of people on the field and on the sidelines. And I think that that made a few people nervous. So we're gearing up for our second game of the day. We've got the undefeated Huskers at 2-0. They've only played 2 games. Most of the other teams have played 3. I believe the Huskers were out of town during week 1. And VIP with the 2-1 record. This is set to be a good one. Alrighty, let me get.
You'll throw it on. So obviously, if you have access, you'll throw it on the PF3 Facebook.
I will. So I just updated my. Just updated this. I did the pro version, which now I can do Facebook.
Right.
Okay. And basically, it's the only one I've plugged into right now is Turf Talk. I would love to be able to add PF3 Live as well.
Yes.
This is the first time I've tested out this Facebook connection. Last week it was just YouTube and Periscope.
Gotcha.
So I've got, show you what I got here. I've got kind of like a PF3 report up here, so I can kind of go back and read notes while I can. I've got my game notes here. I've got the feed here, so you can see this is live. Okay, and then if we want to switch to add us over here on the side. Right. Okay. And I think the lighting is pretty decent. Obviously the view is. Yeah, it's not the best.
Not so bad, huh?
That one where that obviously the elevated perch over at Infinity was key. Yeah, because I had basically the whole field and I only had to move it just a couple of times. So yeah, we'll dial it in. So let me see. Put on your headphones real quick, and you can hear music, right?
Yes.
Okay. Turn this down just a little bit, and then here in just a couple of seconds, I will pull us up on this right here, and then I'll unmute. Speak into it now.
Better now? How about now?
That's excellent. I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull us up on the camera here. See if we can get.
And the volume that I hear myself is what someone would hear. It's that accurate?
That's pretty much,
Hey.
yeah. And so here's the deal. So speak, directly into here.
Sure.
And if you can hear yourself, then other people can hear you as well.
Okay.
So we're pretty much set on that. So everybody, welcome again to PF3 Live. Sunday, July 26th, 9 a.m. We've just kicked off here. Huskers versus VIP. Highly anticipated showdown. Tell me a little bit about, the Huskers are a 2-0 record. They missed one game, right? Were they traveling?
Yes, sir. They were in Vegas for a tournament.
Awesome. And what tournament was that?
Oh, it's not the Flag Mag tournament. Off the top of my head, I'll have to get back to you on that
Okay,
one. I'll
good
shout
deal.
it back at you.
Well, either way, that's the reason why the Huskers didn't play. And for anyone who's watching, I want to introduce Jesse Eaton. He is the owner of PF3, Premier Flag Football Federation. This league has been going on for about 10 years now, correct?
About that, yes, sir. Maybe,
that.
yeah. What are we? Maybe 8 years, yeah. Just
8
a tad
years?
under 10 years.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good deal. I like to round. You know?
Round,
Round
yes.
up.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, you took over the league, what, about a couple years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
2 years ago. And tell us a little bit about that.
Oh gosh! First of all, big thanks to Corey Juilliard for starting this league up. Sorry, give me one second.
Yep, you're good.
You keep talking, Gian.
Okay, I got it. We're gonna get back with Jesse here in a minute. Jesse got pulled away, obviously being the organizer of the league. He's got a lot of people asking for him at all times. So we'll speak with Jesse here in just a little bit. And there we go.
I'm back, right?
All right,
it's
you're
the fun
back.
of live, right?
Yep. So
Yes,
so Corey Juilliard started PF3 about 8 years ago.
He did.
And yeah. So when did you get involved with the league? When did you start playing?
Oh gosh, I played the very first game of the PF3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the very first game over at I don't even know what high school it was now, if I remember correctly. But it was in Denver. Yeah, the very first game, and obviously met Corey. I think I might have met Corey then. He was still even playing with the Goats at that time, as he was running the league, and I think he had the vision that I think we all try to have right now with this sport of just trying to make it into just the best possible game you can. 8-on-8, full contact. He dabbed a little bit in the five man, but
Yep.
I think his passion is the 8, and I agree. The passion is the 8-man league. Just trying to making it the best league possible for any of us who played tackle or the ones who didn't play tackle.
Absolutely.
This is what that's a nice throw. You try to
Touchdown.
you try to make this just for any of us who don't want to play tackle anymore as close as we can to still playing the game that we love.
That's right.
That was his vision then, and then he just kind of got, I don't know about burnt out, because man, he sure does a lot for the league still, but I think he was just kind of done with the everyday process and talked to me about it, and I was obviously just as interested to keep this league going.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, yes sir.
He got it started, he got it launched and rolling, and then I think, at a certain point, it becomes a full-time job, and as you are trying to make this a legitimate business, a legitimate league, something that's catching the attention nationwide of other leagues as well as other nationwide tournaments. So I'd say congrats and hats off to Corey for what he started, and congrats and hats off to you for picking up and running with it, so to speak. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for PF3. I believe this is going to be a long-standing league. There you go, Preston. Preston Garcia with the extra point.
Was it 8-0 right now, Huskers?
8-0 Huskers. That last game, Jesse, game one for everyone who missed it. We were still setting up. That was Mustangs versus Sharks.
Yes, sir.
And what was the score on that one?
35-28 Mustangs.
35-28 Mustangs. That was a nice high score.
Was.
I was chatting just a little bit earlier. The Mustangs previously came from the B League, the Comp League, competitive league.
Yes, sir.
And we've got traditionally the A League, which is the Pro League, and the B League, which is the competitive league.
Yes, sir.
So these were two divisions split up traditionally from the past few years.
Right.
Because we had so many teams. And this year, because last minute undecisiveness by everyone, from the city to pretty much every business in America because of COVID, last minute we were told we could go and we could host a season for the summer. So when that happened, A division and B division became conjoined, and now what you've got is a mix of your competitive league and your pro league playing each other all in this 2020 summer season. So it's kind of fun to see all of this come together. I know that the Mustangs last season, they didn't do so well. They were 0-7, and I think they struggled to even put up 12 points throughout the entire season. So it's nice to see that they started off this first game, even eclipsing their entire point total from last year. So that was a good game. Lots of scores, lots of exciting action, and so game 1 in the books, and here we are, Huskers VIP.
Yes, sir.
8-0.
The B teams, or the comp teams, if you will, all you hope is they continue to build and establish the core that some of these pro teams have, because that's some of the issue with some of the comp teams. And I respect them all. You want everyone to play, you want everyone to have fun, you want everyone to compete and win, but you hope that they can keep some of the athletes they have, and keep them from joining other teams.
Absolutely.
Because you keep that core together, you're going to win, you're going to move up, you're going to be good enough to beat anyone. So hopefully teams like the Mustangs, that's what they can do, is continue to build off of wins like they just had.
Absolutely, and it's nice to see too. I think it's just kind of an unwritten truth that when you play teams that are in a little bit more seasoned and competitive, league than the competitive league, teams play up. When you play someone that is used to playing harder and maybe a little bit tougher games and tougher teams that are more experienced and put together, and they've been together for a long time, these newer teams come in and you definitely see some playing up a level or two. So I'm excited to see what this combination of the pro and comp divisions can bring.
Yes, sir. Well said. Yeah, for some of these comp teams that aren't used to playing some of the pro teams, it only helps you. Helps you to another nice throw. It only helps you to play that a better competition. Kind of gives you a standard of where you need to be.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So everyone who's watching, I apologize. I'm kind of again manning the camera and the mic at the same time.
I think we're something like right now 13-6 Huskers. VIP, probably the best team in the Springs. Nice of them to come up here to the city to play in this league. First time they've been up here. Competitive team, good team, talented team.
Yeah, now what kind of leagues exist out in the Springs?
There's one, and I don't know the name of the league. I know there's one main league that's out there. Ooh. Oh, yeah. It's a nice throw.
Tough drop.
No one's used to this field. I think the field feels small to him compared to Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
Or obviously any high school field. I got a game at 10, sir. I'm going to log off.
Yep. All right, so, guys, again, welcome Jesse Eaton to PF3 Live. We'll be hearing from him quite a bit this season. I'll be bringing him in for more interviews and more official reports and downloads for us. So let's enjoy the games today.
Thanks, Gene.
Yep. Good luck, Jesse.
And for anybody live right now who's watching this stream, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on YouTube, please drop some comments. I need to test this comment functionality out, and stopping by, saying hello would be excellent. I want to see who's watching, who you are, where you're from.
Okay, testing. Michael.
Yes, sir.
All righty, we're on. All right, everybody watching. This is Michael Parfit of PF3.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And Michael, why don't you just give us a little bit of intro about yourself and your involvement with PF3?
So I got joined up with PF3 doing the articles when Corey Juilliard asked me to do them. And then the role kind of expanded from there, doing PF3's field management of the B League, and then jumped up to A League, helping out with stats and pictures, and plus still doing the articles when we do that.
Yes. Those articles called the PF3 report, right?
Yes, sir.
Those are super helpful. I really enjoy reading those. It helps you get to know the players on the team. It helps you get to know the backgrounds of the team in general. And of course, if you're not on the field watching the games all day, then you're kind of in the dark. But these PF3 reports are great. A nice little summary of everything that's happened on the field and off the field as well.
Yes, sir. I try and put my own little spin on it with little stupid comments, if you will.
A little bit of humor.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yep. You got to. But yeah, those things are pretty robust. So if anyone watching right now gets the chance, please head over to the PF3 website. It is premierflagfootball.com. This is where you will find pretty much everything you need to know about this league, including the PF3 reports, the schedule, and certain things like stats on players throughout various games and things of that nature. So premierflagfootball.com, that's where you're going to go find out all the information about this league and check out the schedule for upcoming games.
Just to kind of chime off of that, on the website there, if you click over the home button, you can actually pull up all the previous documents. So there's also records, all the previous reports, previous best of the best, champions and playoffs, and so it's slowly gotten more in depth there on the website. So.
Absolutely. And then how about your other media entities? Where else can we find you on the social?
So I end up just creating a IG account. I think it's MikeEP29, something like that.
Okay.
Yep. And then obviously Facebook, just Michael Parfit.
Yep.
And I believe most people have me on there. If not, And then I also run that Colorado Flag Football Corner Facebook page as well.
Excellent.
Which I've kind of slacked off on updating that one, honestly. So
it's all right. So tell us a little bit more about Colorado Flag Football Corner. This isn't necessarily specific to PF3, correct?
No, it's not. So I created that kind of as a central place to find leagues, teams, players, talk smack. I was trying to find something like that, and reaching out to each individual league myself was kind of tedious. So, throughout the years, I just kind of added my repertoire, if you will, on what leagues I know about, and then from there, I try and tell people, hey, put a post up there, let me know for free agents or teams looking for players.
Absolutely. And, it is very helpful. I've definitely seen the Colorado Flag Football Corner and seen some of the things that you're sharing. It's exciting to see that there are other leagues out there, and there's no other way to find out about it unless someone is sharing and talking about these other leagues and things to do that are maybe extracurricular to PF3, something that is maybe in a PF3 off season or a different format such as a 5-man league and things of that nature, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. I know. From everything I've seen, there's 4, 5, 6-man leagues. 7-man is indoor. And then the one thing we're missing here in Colorado is a 9-man league, which is what I hear is huge on the East Coast.
Okay.
So, and that one is the linemen do not release and it's actually the most similar to regular tackle football.
Interesting.
Yep. I guess they have stiff arms, and I don't think you can tackle still on that one, unfortunately. Which we kind of see the few of those here in the
we sure do.
the league. So
I think those are somewhat unavoidable.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, it's the nature of the game. You got a bunch of large men out here with a lot of testosterone and aggression, or just pure adrenaline, and you're blocking each other. You're running around on the field. You're going to see some hits. We saw a hit earlier today in the Mustangs versus Sharks game. And I think that one was, it kind of shook up both sides of the field, right?
Oh, yeah, that got them going. That got the blood pumping, that's for sure.
Which, by the way, that is not allowed. However, it does happen. And if we're all grown adults about it, then everyone walks away and, no feelings hurt. So.
Yep, pretty much the saying, we all got to go to work tomorrow, so.
That is true. Yeah, and let's talk about the demographic of the the players on this field. I mean, most of what we're seeing is mid-20s to mid-30s, right?
Yeah, I'd say typical, but there's guys playing that are up in the 40s now.
Up in the 40s, that's right.
Yep. I think even a few 50-year-olds are still kicking the tires here. So
that's amazing. And as Jesse and I were speaking earlier, this is something that Corey started and that Jesse's picked up, and we're really trying to create an environment for people who just love the game and don't really have an outlet to play anymore, right? Whether it's high school, college, or beyond. This is really your go-to adult league where you can count on consistent competition and just getting out there and playing a legitimate game of flag football with legitimate refs, and everyone in this league knows each other. Everyone in this league has been playing together for years and years and years. So it's starting to pick up. It's starting to become more established.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a lot of interest from new teams, and you guys have wait lists, and it's becoming something really cool. So I really appreciate everything that everyone puts into this league to be able to make it as legit as it is.
Yes, sir. It's definitely growing. I mean, obviously, I want to say the spring season is the most popular. Usually that one fills up with the full 24 teams, 8 in A League and 16 in B League. Check my math on that. I'm pretty certain I did that right.
Yep, I think you did.
And but this league, obviously with the vid happening, everyone wanted to get out and do something. So 18 teams.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty astonishing, just from the fact that it was put together so quickly.
Yeah.
Spring season was definitely canceled.
Yep.
And you could tell, obviously, people staying at home and all that. It was really difficult. People can't get out to the gyms. People can't get out on the field. People were hesitant to even get outside and do anything just because of what we were being told by, just everything, news and authorities, and so much misdirection from everywhere that, when we came back and Summer League started, you could really tell the guys that were putting in work wherever they could. And, hey, everyone had to kind of dust off that rust. So
that's for sure.
That first couple of games, you saw a lot of rusty players. I think now we're finally seeing the feet move again, and everyone's kind of more, nimble and back in it. So.
Yep. And I think that first week or two, there's a ton of drops. Just wide open receivers dropping the ball, missed flags.
Yep.
So that was pretty obvious that some people weren't getting in the work in the off season, if you will, and then some that didn't care. They met up at fields and put in that work.
Absolutely.
One of those is probably the Huskers. It looks like, and I know my Rockers, which I play on. I know they were getting together. A few of the guys. Pat Yonda was throwing he can't sit still, so he definitely was getting out there.
Yep.
So,
Well, Michael, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here on the field from various players? What are we seeing from the Huskers right now in terms of players on the field? Who's been picked up from various other teams in past seasons? Who's new to the Huskers?
all right. Well, we got number 33 there, D lineman. So he was just on the Rockers. He just transferred to Huskers just this week, actually. And that was a perfect placement by Juan, the QB from VIP.
Excellent.
But
Nice throw, Juan.
and then I think you touched on EB last week, or the last week you were here.
Yep.
So we know he came from Mile High Built there.
MHB.
Yep. And then, you got guys that have ties to quite a few teams. Aaron over here to our right with the red flags, white shorts, he used to play on Menace, actually. Then he got picked up by the Huskers. So I know the Huskers do that 5 and 6 man. They're probably the top team in Colorado in 5 and 6 man.
Yep.
And but it looks like the Huskers are putting a ton of pressure on VIP with that 3-man rush, showing 4, sending 3. Man.
Yeah, the Huskers have quite a defense.
Yes, sir.
And I think at least for the first couple games of the season, I know that it was pretty much defensive games back and forth. Obviously low scores. And last week, so for the PF3 Live, week 2 of the regular PF3 season, week 1 of PF3 Live, we saw quite a bit of defensive stances and many defensive touchdowns. So I hope to see some more today.
Yeah, it's looking like offenses so far in the first couple games here have put it up, the points and all. Juan right there, the QB for VIP, I think his name is Juan Gallegos, I believe.
Gallegos.
Yes. He has some shifty hips there. He gets that hip swivel, which is just a subtle move just to make guys miss, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and I mean that's important in flag. That's kind of the way, right? We've seen players like Artie do the same.
Yes.
If you've got the footwork and the hips, you don't necessarily need just pure speed.
Yeah, I'd almost argue
people are gonna miss.
Flag football. If you play flag football, it'd make you a better tackle football player.
Yep.
But I don't think it works the same vice versa. As we saw this morning, the Sharks, who are a semi-pro team, their mindset is tackle, and you come to flag, you can't have that same mindset.
Right.
You got to change it up.
Yep.
So looks like Huskers here are doing the spread. They're patented, or well, I wouldn't say patented. They're known for doing the spread here, and Artie, that way allows him to run around and try and create separation, let those receivers get wide open downfield.
Absolutely.
I know you're asking about number 10 last PF3 Live,
Yep.
and that's the guy in the far left here of the huddle. Gonna line up. Looks like he might be the middle. He's coming back as a second quarterback here. It looks like actually to the left here. Tall guy. His name is Ray Whitaker, the guy that just caught the ball. That is a nasty dip move he has right there. But he was on the Kryptonite, I want to believe, to start out with, and then he jumped around to CTS, and then he went over to the Huskers once again, and the Huskers get another top-tier player.
Yep.
So
Huskers coming in like the Patriots, just recruiting left and right, stacking that team.
and they know exactly where to put you, to get the best out of you. As Mike Langford with the drop there, unfortunately. Usually he's pretty sure-handed for a lineman, too. But
Yeah, and I know sometimes it's difficult to catch Artie's passes. That one wasn't so much a bomb as I've seen in the past.
yeah, I was
Sometimes
hearing
Artie
that.
will gun it.
I was hearing that. Just playing catch with him on the sidelines to warm up, it's a difficult pass, and I was shocked to hear that. I thought, him throwing right-handed, it would come out just the same as any other right-handed quarterback, but I guess he puts a little mustard on that, that's for sure.
Yes, he does. It's that spicy mustard, too.
A little Dijon by Artie. Oh, my God.
Oh, Jackie.
Wow. That's his third touchdown at least that I saw. I don't know if they got that first one to him, but going this way, but that was, that is probably one of the top premier post slash, long ball route runners there, that Ray Whitaker cat. He seems to always be open with those long stride,
Indeed. All right, we've got Victor Soto commenting. Brawlers started running the spread offense back in the GFFL. And then Tony Lindsay and the Gamblers picked it up.
Well, talk about talent.
Thank you, Victor, for chiming in. Good seeing someone commenting and interacting here. Glad this function works.
Yeah, thanks, Victor, for correcting that, because I know I was not right on that patented thing. So I do know that a lot of teams, the more they travel, they pick up these other offensive systems that these East Coast or West Coast teams run. And definitely, it's a shock to the system when they bring it back here to Colorado.
So what other states are big in flag football? What other states should we be paying attention to and potentially, I wouldn't say concerned about, but paying attention to, because when PF3 grows, I think it's good to kind of lead into best of the best tournament, right? Which is PF3's I guess flagship tournament.
Yep.
And that one does have many out-of-state teams coming in, and we see quite a few teams from where we got Atlanta.
Yep, Atlanta, Georgia United, which is from Atlanta. Last year we ended up getting EA Strays, which is from Georgia as well. So we got those two. So far, I don't think we've gotten a Florida team yet.
Okay.
But to kind of answer your question, it looks like flag football is growing just leaps and bounds. From what I've seen on Facebook. There's so many different leagues, and almost every single state has flag football. Now, there's some that are not as prevalent, like I'm sure Montana, North Dakota, not to call them out, but the major ones that I'm seeing, California, it's huge. Speaking of which, we have Cali Coalition coming to Best of Best.
Excellent.
For their second stint there, and then we have CV Demons, which is out of California as well, and they're one of the top teams over there in the West Coast. Texas, I hear, is pretty big, but what I'm seeing is on the East Coast, 5-man is the cream of the crop. And 8-man kind of takes a step back, but it seems like West Coast 8-man is the most popular.
Okay.
And then you got the Northeast Coast that they're all about that 9-man, like I brought up earlier.
Sure.
But then you got the leagues or tournaments, if you will. You have UFFL that just started up a year ago. You have the Flag Football World Championship Tour, which we're an affiliate with them for Best of the Best this year. And then, you have Smash Mouth, which is the West Coast, more on the West Coast. There's Top Gun, which is another tournament series. So there's quite a bit. I mean, just to think of them all, it's difficult, especially in my old age, to lose my memory. So
It's also maybe some of those hits you're taking on the field.
yeah, that could be
Right?
it. Who are you? What am I doing here?
Yeah, we are live at PF3. Hey, so we got Steven chiming in. Will we be going live all day? Yes, in theory, we should be here all day. I know that the weather might be getting kind of nasty, maybe in the afternoon, and of course, electronics and rain don't mix. So,
Sorry to correct you, bud, but I think that's Stefan.
oh, Stefan.
Yes, sir.
Apologize, Stefan.
Yep. So I think he goes Steph, and he's on the Chiefs this season.
Okay.
Yep. He's their speedster at wide receiver. So.
Awesome.
Yep. Looks like Jesse's warming up for his game here, getting a few tosses in.
And looks like Chiefs and Mile High Built played the last game today.
Oof. Your old squad.
My old squad, that's right. And I'm glad to see they're still adding players and coming in strong. I know they're 1-2
Yep.
currently. And look, it's nothing new for Mile High Built to be, starting off maybe a little rusty and then coming back and really making a run for the playoffs towards the end of the season. It happened quite often when I was on the team. And we're not used to, we're not new to maybe being the underdog of the season and coming back and putting up a fight. So,
Well, it comes. I would say it's expected a little bit to have rough times with a new quarterback there, Trevor Okamoto, right? I believe is Mile High Belt's quarterback this season.
Yep.
So he used to be on the Oilers, and he had a stint with the Menace actually for one season when Jesse was out due to his injuries. So, just a little background on that, on a few players here for you.
Yep, and much appreciated. We know I had some struggles with that last week, so not gonna lie, right?
Yep. We got Travis walking by. He used to be an old assassin. What's a funny story? Half of the Menace team is Assassins, Colorado Assassins, which
Okay.
was my squad that I ran.
Nice.
We were pretty much a developmental team for the A-League teams, kinda.
Very cool. I do appreciate all the background. It's very helpful to understand, and I'm sure that the audience appreciates the commentary. So, do we have an update on maybe score for the audience? VIP versus Huskers.
I'll be honest. I've been watching, but I haven't been counting. So
It's hard to add in on the commentary and keep track of the score at the same time.
I think Huskers have 5 touchdowns, and VIP might have 3 or 4. It's actually a closer game than what I kind of expected this morning. Actually, VIP actually is the top team in Colorado Springs, and they've been to the best of the best a few times. And then the Rockers and the Chiefs went down to play in the Rocky Mountain State Games, which is the tournament that was ran in the Springs last weekend. And we ended up playing VIP in the semi-pro game and lost to them, or the semifinals, and just barely lost to them there. And then the Chiefs barely lost to them in the finals.
Wow.
So I think they came in here thinking the A-League teams are gonna just run roughshod of them, but I don't think that's the case.
So far, they're putting up a fight.
Yes, they are. They definitely would deserve a spot in the A-League if there was a spot open, I'd say.
Now, how do you see this shaking out at the end of the season, getting back into maybe fall? Have you guys heard anything? What to expect for fall?
So as far as I know, we're going to be going for Fall League.
Okay.
And at what I've been told, I believe we'll be back at Manual High School.
Perfect.
Obviously, that's all, fluid situation still.
Right.
You know, at a moment's notice, you know, as we see here, we could be shut down on a field and then have to be scrambling to find another field.
That's
so.
right. Well, I'd say you guys did a pretty good job. I know it's been quite difficult in the past few days stitching everything together, but yes, the Infinity, you know, gave the last-minute shutdown in the middle of the week.
Yep.
And Infinity Park, which is in Glendale, Colorado. Right now we're out in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, quite a bit south of Glendale in the city. And, you know, when it comes to Manual High School, I believe that is one of the most beautiful backdrops you could potentially have for a football field, with the city right behind it and, you know, just everything all around. I think that's just one of my favorite inner city turfs, to be honest with you.
Yes, sir. I'd agree with that. Definitely shows the diversity there, you know, the city versus the mountains in the background, too.
That's right.
Beautiful sight. Well, of course, the football field is the most beautiful sight there, of course. So, it's nice. PF3 does have a squad from the Springs and a squad that comes from FOCO,
That's
Fort
right.
Collins.
That's
So,
right.
kind of the reach is spreading for the league. That's for sure.
And that'd be the NOCO Bulls, right?
Yes, sir.
Northern Colorado Bulls.
I guess they end up dropping the NOCO part and just going with bowls, but a lot of them are from NOCO. So
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, the roots.
Yes,
they
sir.
originated from Northern Colorado, and I think a lot of those guys played ball maybe up at CSU and Greeley, right?
yeah, that's for sure. I think actually a few of them played ball in the league, NFL.
Nice.
A couple of their linemen, I believe, even if it was on the practice squad, man, they definitely, you can tell they played in the league.
Absolutely. It's always nice to have them on deck as well. I know, you know, we've seen our fair share of NFLers come through. You know,
Yes, sir.
A couple on MHB at one point or another, and it was great hearing some points of view from them.
Yeah, and it's nice when they stick around. I believe Darius Watts was one of the ones that was, I think he was one of the creators of the GFFL or something.
Okay.
I could be totally wrong on that, but I know he played for a good long minute, and he was on the Goats along with a few other teams. But he was a Denver Bronco wide receiver. And then I know I personally played against Reuben Drones and Tatum Bell.
There you go. Drones.
Looks like this game's over. I think Huskers came away with the W on this one.
Yep.
Gets them to 3-0 on the season. They're a game behind because they were in Vegas to start the season. A good portion of their team was in Vegas for a tournament. So
Now, how's that going to play out with a couple teams being, you know, a game behind? How are we going to make up for that? Are there going to be teams that don't play throughout the next couple of weeks, or what's the plan there?
So for the summer, I think we're good. No teams are playing out of state. In fact, I think the Best of the Best is one of the few tournaments that's actually going on around the country still. I think everything else has been shut down for the time being.
Gotcha.
But when fall comes around, we'll have to see. I know. Scheduling wise, we're not a big fan of giving teams buys. It just
Right.
kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. But if there's like two teams, we've been able to make it work. Which usually it's the Huskers and Rockers that are traveling there. So it kind of has worked out. But if it's one team, it gets really difficult to schedule a bye.
Right.
And then do a double header when we got, these fields are only from like 8 to 4 or something like that, and sometimes they're pretty strict on those times that we have the field.
So to wrap that up, they're not going to make those games up
No,
for the summer league.
no,
Okay.
no. Yeah, but well, actually, sorry, I guess I misunderstood the question.
Oh, gotcha.
The Rockers and the Huskers actually will have a double header in the final week. I'm not 100% sure who the Huskers will play, but on their second game. But I do know they will play the Rockers, and then the Rockers will play Kryptonite after the Huskers. So, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get an update on final score Huskers versus VIP. Up next, we've got undefeated Menace versus undefeated CTS.
This should be a good game.
This should be a hot game,
Yes.
for sure. CTS,
Yes.
as I mentioned a few times last week, they are one of the top teams each and every year. Super consistent.
I believe
Menace
they
as well.
have 7 PF3 championships, 6 or 7. They definitely have a lot of trophies there for them that they've earned throughout the seasons of the PF3, and that summer, fall, and spring all together. So. We're at where's this field at again? Just
Skyview.
Skyview. That's
Skyview
it.
Academy.
That's it.
Highlands Ranch.
What's up, Artie?
What's up?
We got Artie in the house.
You want to step in here, buddy?
Yeah. I'm like cotton. I'm like
Should
cotton.
hear for yourself in the thing. If you don't hear yourself, get close to the mic.
Oh, they're already cooking them.
Thanks for having me, bud. I'll be back. So.
Damn, you already cooked that man.
Oh, what's that? First play?
Yeah.
First play, CTS to the house. All right, Artie, give me some updates on this game, man. I know as Michael and I were chatting, we kind of missed updates on the scores and everything. What was the final score?
I think we ended up winning by 3 touchdowns. We played like shit that first half, though. I told my defense they had to step up. They're playing like baby shit.
Like baby shit. That smelly,
DBs,
smelly poo-poo.
Our DBs playing soft out there.
So what was your take? Was your second half better then? Obviously, you guys stepped it up and
Yeah, they came in clutch, man.
buried them.
Our D makes big plays when they need to, which they came in clutch, shut them down a couple times, and then let the offense go back out there and spin and score.
Who's your go-to receiver for that game?
Ray, he was cooking that dude.
Yep.
That dude was talking the most shit, too. Ray cooked him for like 3 80-yard touchdowns.
It's usually how it goes too. I noticed the louder someone is on defense, the more you go after them.
Oh, yeah. And then they had linemen talking. Had to blow some kisses at him after we scored.
Was that a physical game?
Not on offense. Defense is physical. Nah,
They got big bodies, but
our D line was in there every time. Every time.
Yeah, you guys brought the heat. Their quarterback didn't have much to work with in terms of time.
And honestly, man, we were missing our 2 D-line starters. DeJuan was out, Scotty was out. So, but we had guys step in, and that's how Huskers do it, man. It's next man up, you know. When your number's called, be ready.
That's right. And we've been talking quite a bit about how you guys have been, moving pieces around a little bit, picking up players from different teams.
It's just a
stacking.
thing, man. Rio's just he's building something special here, bro. And you know what? It's just we're getting everybody to buy in. We're still missing a couple pieces, bro. You know, we're still missing some things, but we'll get it right. Just trying to get ready for best of the best.
And so when it comes down to buy-in, what are you guys doing? Are you guys doing anything off the field? Are you getting together? Are you communicating? Are you practicing? What's the secret sauce there?
You know what, man? It's we have a couple of us that go put some work in. I'm in the gym all the time, you know, doing my work. But it's just trusting the next man up, man. You know what I mean? Trusting everybody's putting their work in and doing what they got to do. We have family barbecues pretty much every weekend. It's mainly at my house, so everybody just comes over, man. We just chill. We did that yesterday. And it's just being together as a family, man. You know, just trusting that dude next to you.
That's right. It all comes down to trust. And when you've got someone on the field that you've known for a while and you've played with and you know their weaknesses, you know their strengths, you're able to play to that.
Yeah.
And it's evident here. And you've played with several players. Preston, obviously, coming from MHB. You've jumped around a couple teams, and I think, from what it looks like, it sounds like Huskers are home.
Oh, it's home, man. Me and Rio been talking for a minute. He's been trying to get me over here for a while. We talked one day, and he's like, it's your offense, you run it, it's your people. And what it did, bro, is it allowed Rio to go back to his natural position at D-line and run the defense. Because he's an absolute monster on the D-line, bro. Monster.
Yep.
He's easily top 3 in state, if not the best in state in my eyes. So, he's an absolute beast. He's a problem, bro. And that's the thing, dude. That's the buy-in we're talking about when, Rio calls the plays on the D-line, and when the other guys do what Rio is asking them to do, it just sets everybody up for success.
Indeed, and you need leaders on, from a team basis as well as an offense and defense basis. You've got your leaders on defense, you've got your leaders on offense, and then you've got your overall leaders of the team. And I think it's important for everyone to figure out where they can best insert their skills and their leadership, whether it's on a team-wide basis or individual platforms. So
yeah, and that's the biggest thing, bro. Is with my guys on offense, bro, I don't ever look at it as I'm the quarterback and I'm the one everybody needs to listen to. It's dude, I ask for my guys' input all the time. I mean, Rio pull me to the side and he's like, hey, run this, like do this, this is open, and I'll run it.
Yep.
And that's how it is. When you allow your guys to give input and feedback and you run what they're asking, they buy in and they work that much harder for you.
That's right. It's important to listen.
Yeah.
It's important to lead, but it's also important to listen and trust in your team that they're seeing something that you don't when you're focused and locked in on the field. So
like today, even Preston called it out. He's like, dude, I'm taking both those guys with me. It's leaving Twan wide open. So we hit Twan on a couple of them, but it was hard not to hit Ray, bro. Ray was just cooking that dude today.
So what are you excited to see here, Menace versus CTS? Who do you think is going to take this one?
Honestly, man, I think CTS is still working on getting the system down, if that makes sense, because they brought the old Gamblers and Swift system over, and that's where that buy-in comes in, bro. Everybody has to buy into that.
Yep.
But honestly, bro, I'm excited to see Jesse, bro. Just Jesse back on the field, and after his accident, things like that.
Yep.
It's you know what, man, God is good, bro. Seeing Jesse out here competing again, and hearing Lisa scream at him from the sideline.
Got to have that support.
Yeah, bro. I love it.
What, I wasn't around when Jesse got injured. What happened?
I guess he was at work one day, bro, and this guy said I don't know exactly what Jesse does, but he had his section coned off. Mm-hmm. The guy said he didn't see anything because the sun was blinding him in the eyes, and he just ran Jesse straight over, bro.
Jeez, man.
He was in the ICU for a couple days, man, or I don't even know, and then yeah, bro, like it was bad, bro. Like, I didn't even think he was going to be back out here, and now he's back out here competing at the top level again.
Wow.
And so.
And for those of you who are watching, that would be Jesse Eaton. He chimed in earlier to kick off the day, and that's number 13, quarterback on the Menace right there. So.
My boy Juju getting some big blocks today.
Ju, what's up, big dog? We heard from Juju last week, and hopefully we'll hear from him today again. Always providing that semi-serious commentary with good little tidbits of info.
What you see now, man, that you stepped away from the game? Because you was a problem out there too back in your day, G.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed playing on defense, for MHB, and for me it was always just, obviously we're all adults here, getting up in the 30s and everything. So for me, that was just a way to keep active, scratch that competitive itch, and really just get out there and be part of something. What I've seen since I've stepped away is I've seen an increased level of excitement around this league.
Yeah.
I've seen guys where I was at a few years ago where, maybe in the beginning I didn't take it as serious. And, season after season, building that camaraderie and kind of really just getting excited about something that wasn't just here today, gone tomorrow. Some leagues have come and gone.
Oh, yeah.
And this league has stayed strong and has really started building a foundation for guys to build a family and, be out here and keep consistent with what they're doing. So I think it's less of an on-field thing, and I'm noticing that it's just more something that everyone's getting excited about for a long-term thing for, grown-ass men to get out here and do their thing. play some football, stay competitive, and I think it's motivation for people to stay healthy. I think it's motivation for middle-aged men to stay on their grind and keep going. Now they've got something to play for,
Yeah, bro. And you know what, man? Corey built something great out here when he started the PF3, man, and Jesse's taking it to another level. So, that's a big kudos to Jesse, man, for taking this league and keeping it going.
Yep.
Because I've seen so many leagues, like you said, one person starts it, and next person takes it over, and it just turns to trash. Jesse was able to elevate it and, put Colorado on the map, man. And it's a big shout out to Jesse and Corey with the best of the best. This year is shaping up to be one of the best ones that I've seen. I played in my very first best of the best last year. And
yeah, that's interesting because you've been in the league for a while, but I think usually those best of the best clashed with maybe your other sports, right?
Yeah, with softball, bro. I travel competitive softball, and I'm always gone for that. But this year I've kind of taken a step back from softball, man, and concentrated a little bit more on football and just giving my time to football. And I'll see y'all. And dude, it's like you said, man, it's out here having fun, but it's still competitive. I mean, everybody has a handful of players that play D1 or even professional football on their team, and it's just out here having fun, bro, and just being competitive. That's the biggest part of it.
That's right. That's what it's all about. And yeah, the competition factor is real.
Oh yeah.
You need to have it in order for something to be legitimate, especially when you're playing sports. I mean, that's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
Compete. So excited to see what PF3 brings. Always looking forward to speaking with you guys and watching the Huskers play. There's Juju. So yeah, man. Cue the music.
Oh yeah.
Anybody know what the score is right now?
I don't. I think it's maybe 6-0. 6-0. You're right, man. We are getting old. I'm old, at least.
It's that fountain of youth, though.
It's that gym, man.
You gotta find it. Yeah, the gym. What you put in your body.
Yeah, I gotta clean that up. I still ate a whole box of Pop-Tarts last night. Yeah. That's Jay Williams. That's a bad boy right there.
Almost got that on camera.
That's a bad man right there, boy. Jay Will is a problem, bro. That man is a problem.
He travels with us.
Yep, he rolls with us when we go out of state and play.
So let's talk about some of those. I know you guys missed one of the games this season because you were traveling. You guys were out in Vegas, right?
Yep, we went out for the 5-man national out there, bro. And honestly, man, it was we should have won that. We played like trash.
So you should have won.
Yeah, the first day we killed it. Went undefeated.
Gotcha.
Killed it. Second day we just came out flat, bro. Honestly, we just came out flat. We decided to go flat at the wrong time. Oh, that was not a sack.
Okay.
That was not a sack. Oh, I know. Mark, now you want to call those as sacks? Okay, just checking.
So Artie, what's the allure of 5-man as opposed to something like an 8-man or 9-man league? What are the the main reasons someone's attracted to a 5-man league rather than something like this?
To me, man, that's all skill. It's all skill and it's football IQ there because, just like the NFL or pads and everything, bro, you can just get physical and beat teams down in the ground. Right. Even here, you can just beat teams down in the ground. There, bro, it's just you got to be fast, you got to be elusive, and you got to be smart. You got to be smart with your plays. And everybody in those types of tournaments, bro, is the best of what they do, honestly.
That's right. High caliber, speed, agility, quickness.
Yeah.
Got to be thinking. I'm sure the games are a lot more fast-paced.
Oh, dude, it's crazy, and it's a smaller field too.
Okay.
So it's what is it, 25 by 50? Yep. 25 by 50, and I don't play quarterback in that. Real spins on that one. Let y'all be safe. Yep. I'll see y'all. Yep. It was fun, man. Yep. Y'all be safe out there. But real spins in that, man, and that just goes to show you, our last tournament we went to. I'll see you, bro. Our last tournament we went to, big shout out to Rio, bro. He got his Hall of Fame plaque and his Hall of Fame ring. So we got a Hall of Famer this year, and that just goes to show you, bro, how deep Rio goes into this game and how good he is, bro. I'm playing with a Hall of Famer, which is dope. So But it's just, you know what, bro? It's you step up a little bit more competition-wise, you know. And that's just the allure, bro. And it's going out of state. Like, I've been doing it for so long with softball, bro. And, you know, even before, you know, when I was playing pro baseball and just traveling everywhere, you know, I've always loved that. You know, I've always loved that.
Absolutely.
And it got to a point, and, you know, you can only accomplish so much in your state, you know.
Well, that's why it's nice that people are starting to take note of PF3, best of the best, and, you know, becoming interested in Colorado football, because now we're seeing teams from other states come in, and it gives us a nice fresh look.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what's the fun in playing the same teams over and over again year after year without seeing any kind of fresh blood?
Yeah.
So,
and, you know, that's the biggest thing I love about it, bro, is just going out there and playing against people we've never seen before. And, you know, just putting work out there and putting Colorado on the map. That's the biggest thing, bro. So many people sleep on Colorado. We got so many great athletes here, bro. We have, honestly, man, I think if we could put one team together and everybody can set their egos aside and play as a team, bro, we'll be nasty out there.
So, Artie, you got some love coming in from the comments section. We got Marcus.
My boy Jello. That's my dude, bro. I won my first championship with Jello when we was the Isotory Brawlers.
That's right, I remember. Isatori.
We was just a bunch of scrubs that put a team together and just went out there and won it.
Yep.
That was when it was at the Infinity Park for the first time. You out, cuzzo? I'll see you in the morning. Yep.
So we got Josiah chiming in. My brother, the best D-line in state. Stop it.
Well, once your brother becomes a Hall of Famer, Josiah, then we could talk pimping. I'm not saying he's not a monster, but Rio's a Hall of Famer, bro. It's hard to go against that.
We got you, cousin Rudy.
That's my boy. That's my nephew.
What's up, Rude?
My boy put a little weight on in quarantine, and now he's a chief. So.
Got that COVID-15
Oh
on,
yeah.
huh?
He got too many Modelos.
Trying to do camera and podcast at the same time proves quite difficult. So I'm sorry for everyone who's watching out there if this is a bit choppy. You know what it is. We're just trying to throw it together for you. So, all right, we got Devin Church.
D-Ski. Oh, Dev, what's up, Dev? That Dev, I thought it was little brother Dev.
D-Ski was supposed to show up.
Matter of fact, D-Ski was supposed to show up. But you got a lot of young teams coming up too, man. That's the big thing too, bro.
Yeah, what do you think? What are we seeing here? What are kind of like the youngest people starting to come in and play? I mean, really, this is open to anyone 18 and up, right?
Honestly, man.
But we're really seeing like mid-20s, right? That's kind of like the entry level there.
This dude behind me, Ray Whitaker, bro.
He got more sacks than he got touchdowns.
If he can keep his head on straight, bro, he'll be one of the best in the league by far.
Yeah,
by far. So I took young Ray under my wing, man. He came into the league, bro, by storm. He was a hothead trying to fight people. He was like a young Artie. I mean, I still try to fight people, but dude, Ray's a problem, bro. Ray's a problem. As you saw today, he caught 3 80-yard touchdowns. And, I mean, the dude was probably playing 12, 15 yards off him, and he still cooked him. So, you know, that's the thing, bro. And it's just you got young talent like that coming up, bro. And they're young. And they're raw. And that's the scary part, dude. A lot of these dudes are raw.
Got a lot of life left in on this field.
Uh-oh. This dude, too.
Oh.
This kid's gonna be
Eli, he's a problem, too, bro. Eli with CTS. He's going to be a problem. That dude got wheels, bro.
got kids like Ray that are like 6'2" now.
Yeah.
Freakiest athlete.
Yeah. Just built. And that's another reason how the game has evolved, bro. It's not, I mean, it's still physical, but like when Rio was playing with the Gamblers back in the day, bro, the reason why they were so dominant, bro, is they just had big guys that like to hit and can run. And those guys would get downfield and hit. And that's the mentality that Huskers have brought. You know, like, if you see it, dude, our screen games kill it. You know, Twan, Ray, you know, Tonio. You know, you get the ball in players' hands like that, bro, and these dudes are just, you know, they can take it to the house any day of the week. Any day of the week, bro. No problem. There goes Eli again.
What do we got? No, long again. Trying to connect.
Yeah. Hey, you look slow. Eli, you look slow. See if Jesse can do something here, man. CTS is giving him chances. And then you got dudes like Seti out there, bro. That's not right. Somebody that big, bro, that can move like that.
Just for the crowd here that doesn't know, what number are we looking at for Seti?
Seti's over there on the sideline with the red bandana, hands on the hip because he's tired.
Red shorts, red bandana.
Yeah. And see, bro, and then you got people like Scott out there, Scott O'Hare. You know what, bro? He's dude's older, but dude is just, he's a problem, bro, and he knows football. He knows football.
He does know football.
He's probably the best side-to-side linebacker out here, bro. I don't see anybody better than
Ray
him.
Lewis of our league.
Yeah, he's
Very
the Ray Lewis of our
consistent.
league, bro.
Very consistent. He's got that old man strength, too.
He does, bro, and he can read
Stacked.
plays, and, you know, side to side, he's an absolute animal, bro. Absolute animal. And then it's good to see my boy Spider back, even though he's supposed to be a Husker. Spider's a problem, too. Florida native. And big shout out to Jesse, bro, for getting us this field. You know,
Absolutely. That came quick, too.
there's,
I think.
there's another monster right there. Can't say hi? Come on, man. I'm over here giving you a shout out. My boy's an animal right here.
See y'all, man. How much y'all win by?
I think 3 touchdowns. That dude's a problem too, bro. Corey Samp.
It's another one that's going to start traveling with us.
Yeah, he's gonna start rolling with us too, bro. He's a problem too, bro. He's like EB, bro. Just smart, fast, physical, and he likes to be physical too. That's the biggest thing.
What tournaments you guys got coming up that are travel?
What we doing next, Rio?
Still looking into it. We got Vegas, usually comes around every January. Usually got some Dallas tournaments that come later in the year. With everything going on, it's hit or miss. They just canceled one in Chicago. So a lot of teams are coming down for the best of the best because of that. Chicago got some pretty solid 8-man teams, so hopefully we can see some of them come out. Windy City Hammer is one of the top teams in the nation from Chicago. So
What's been your favorite tournament so far that you've traveled to? And
to be
and
honest,
are they prize related? You got cash prizes in all of these, or some of them?
they've all been cash related. 2017, when Flag Football World Championship Tour started, they did a really good job with cash tournaments and getting good venues for us. Best of the Best always going to be one of the top. The way it's organized, the way they put stuff on social media, the way they promote it, it's good. And Flag Football World Championship Tour tournaments and Best of the Best, I think top ones in the nation, man. I haven't seen anyone better than those two.
Excellent.
And they actually combined this year to be affiliated with each other.
That's right. PF3 affiliated with FFWCT.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
So that's a good look for both people, and I know both sides pretty well too. So glad to see what's gonna happen in the future with all this, man.
Absolutely. And as flag football becomes more established and the foundation builds, hopefully we'll see some of this collaboration between out-of-state tournaments, out-of-state leagues, combining and really being on the same page and getting everything to flow the same way.
That's the thing, bro. It's like I've never really taken flag football that serious until now. So I linked up with Rio. I was always gone for softball.
Right.
You know, can't pass up the money and things I'm doing with that, bro. But it's you know what, man? I love it. You know, like I said, last year was my first best of the best. A lot of dudes thought I was dodging it. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm not passing up no money. And last year I was able to finally play. We didn't have a tournament that weekend. You know, we linked up with the bros and their Spider. And we won it, bro. Went undefeated. And we just ran through teams, bro. That's a cold dude. You got a cold drink?
You guys want the counters?
Huh? We don't.
12-0,
Says
I
cold
believe.
drink.
12-0.
Yes, sir.
CTS.
the godfather of the dip.
Thank you. You said the Godfather.
This dude walking up's a problem too, bro. Moss.
Yeah, I've heard a couple sayings out there. You got mossed.
That boy is a problem, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't see anybody holding Moss and shutting him down one-on-one.
Best receiver in the state, hands down.
See anybody holding that dude. What's up, handsome boy? Hey, we were just talking about you. We were just talking about you.
Just talk about you.
I told him there ain't no one in the state that can hold you. I know you're gonna be humble, but I'm gonna talk shit. I'll talk it for you. I'll talk it for you.
We got you.
Artie's got enough to go around.
Hey, what are we doing best with this?
That's what we're gonna talk after this.
Are we combining with teams or what?
We'll see. We'll talk about it. Can't be giving our secrets online.
Secrets online. We might put 2 teams together and
Shout out to
teams
my
in one.
boy for getting the on-field coverage. Hey, you got Juju's block? Jay, you got Juju.
I gotta get the rig for the kid.
Juju threw a big block for me today on that last one I threw back to Twan to score.
Yeah, and right now I have this on live just for the thing, but there's an app where when I tune into the app, I can show the whole entire camera.
Was he able to link it up with yours?
Not yet.
No.
We're definitely going to
Zion,
get into that.
Zion Gimbal.
Definitely going to try to put more camera angles up on here so that the
Pick.
video portion of PF3 Live, you know, that's the one thing we need to get to a point where we can have multiple angles and keep that audience engaged rather than some of the views I'm seeing now. You know, that Infinity Park was perfect. I was up on that perch.
Yeah.
We had a wide angle. I was able to see pretty much the whole field from where we were at.
So this young man coming across the screen right there in the black,
Yep.
Josh Ford.
Yep. I remember Josh came and joined MHB for a minute.
That man, bro, I have to give that dude one of the biggest shout outs. I love that dude, bro. That's my brother. Bro, he does so much for the kids, the youth, man. Not only is he an amazing football player, bro, that dude's a monster on the field, bro. Like, he will hit anyone. He does not care. Like, he literally comes in and is like, dude, I want to block. Let me just hit someone. But the stuff he does for the youth off the field, bro, with his books and traveling and talking to all these youths and keeping them out of trouble, bro, and
Yep.
you know, helping these 5-star athletes that he works with and just teaching them the ways, bro, so they don't get in trouble and getting into school and staying all that, bro. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. He does a lot for the community, bro. A lot.
Well, and what you build on the field, it's important to share those gifts.
Yeah.
The lessons you've learned on the field and how they translate to life off the field, because sports is only one component of life. And, you know, if you could take what you've learned playing sports, especially team sports, the camaraderie, the discipline, the focus, and just understanding other people's strengths and weaknesses, you can convert that into real life. And, you know, it trickles down to your family,
Yeah.
it trickles down to your finances, to your job. I think that there is no better teacher than what you learn
Yeah.
playing sports.
And bro, he has a good heart, bro. He's genuinely a great dude, bro. Like, he has love for, and he protects his people, bro. That's what's huge about him. Is
All right, so we're at halftime right now.
and yeah, bro. I need to give my boy Beast Mode a shout out, bro. And then you got old man JD out there, still killing it. We're all gonna play 40 and over here real soon,
Yeah.
like real soon.
Yep. I was speaking with Michael earlier. He thinks there are actually some gentlemen in their 50s still playing out here.
Well, I'm 38, JD's 39, Juju's 39. We're gonna do a 35 and up. Oh, bro, we'll go mop up them dudes, bro. If we do a 35 and up, Preston still smells like pee. Preston's young.
Set it up at, he said he's going to be going halfway through.
But yeah, if we get a 35 and up team, bro, we killing it.
They did it in Worlds.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do. They have one in Roswell.
Oh, boy.
The
Oh, you be
Roswell
35 next year or this year? Oh, see, we can do Roswell next year, boy.
I still smell like pee too.
Rio still smells like pee, too.
Hey, Mario, why don't you come sit here in my spot? I'm going to get some of the technical stuff here. You can already chop it up for a little bit. Yeah, but yep. Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that.
Mark, what you eating? What you eating? It looks good. It looks good. Let me get one. Hey, I got some at the house. All right, I'll talk with you. So y'all don't know. Oh shit! I'll be buying pineapple to eat it. I didn't know that. Damn! Now I'm all scared. Now I gotta buy canned pineapple, man. You got me all nervous now, Preston.
One day these weirdos came up to me.
If you didn't hear what P just said, he said if you walk around with two organic pineapples or real pineapples around the store, it means you're a swinger. So for you little nasties out there doing that, stop doing that.
I'm gonna go look it up now.
For real.
Here comes all the Facebook nasties.
And then we got Mike Lanford, who says he can run routes and catch. I threw him a perfect ball, drops it, and falls down.
I want to hear shit.
He told me on the sideline too, real. He ain't never gonna ask for a ball again, or the rest of the season.
The rest of the season. We got next season.
So this is Super Mario here, guys. Mr. Hall of Famer,
Appreciate you.
D lineman, national champion with the Gamblers. Did y'all win one with Swift?
No.
No.
Just with the Gamblers.
And Huskers. Let's see what Jesse has here. Jesse's off today, man.
That was kind of like the pass I got when I dropped it.
You better shut your ass up. That went right through your
Here
hands.
after best of the best. Start looking into tournaments. See.
Well, Vegas this year is their $10,000 payout for the champ.
What was that one like 2 years ago? That was like,
Orlando. That was Orlando with 60,000.
you guys watch that shit at all?
No, I wasn't. I was actually out there playing softball then.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Vegas, I still have like $300 flight vouchers to Frontier.
Yeah, Vegas is a tough tournament, man. You got to have people on your team that can be ready to play, bro. It's hard not to go out there and party.
Is he trying one on JD? CTS gave him a lot of opportunities in the first half.
Sure did. Now they're clamping it down. Jesse got some firepower on his team too, man. He's got Crowder out there. He's got KT. We got the coldest white boy in the league, though, with Aaron.
When he wants to be cold.
Yeah, when he wants to be cold.
Sometimes he's cold as ice.
He's all hugged up. I think the Huskers started a Real Housewives of Huskers version.
I think we did.
We sure did.
Shout out to Fanny, OG.
Yo, she's an OG Real Housewife.
Do a little spin off.
Yup, we're gonna get that set up.
Field action.
We're gonna get that set up. Y'all gonna win today?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I win every day. Yeah, we're gonna win every day. What's up, man? What's up?
What's up? Oh, and he drops it. Oh my God, looking like Antonio out there.
Little dude. Watch out. Watch out.
You don't want that action? I'm gonna fall on top of you too.
What time y'all play?
You said I'm gonna fall on top of you.
We're going down
There
together
is
now.
a USB. Yeah.
I'm just keep scrambling.
I was like, what's going on?
Mike, if you climb under, it's like it's facing Mario right now. So if you climb under
On me,
there,
I'm just trying to plug this in.
You want me to plug it in over there?
I've learned it. Oh, you see it?
It's on this side.
My damn phone died for
Hopefully you hit the ground soon.
3 hours. Yeah. I'll still be moving.
We went from anchor to cameraman now.
that's right.
He does it all now.
Big shout out to my boy G for setting this up too, man. Who? Seti?
Got Seti on the reception.
Love it.
So I told you it's not fair, dude. That big and moving like that.
This picture at this angle doesn't look right.
Take that picture.
Hey, don't take that
Is it not working?
He needs that picture.
Got it?
It's like a USB button. You gotta press to turn it on.
There it is. Yep. You gotta hit that. It's that smaller one. Yeah, Mike, we gotta figure this out, man. I need your on the field camera connected to this.
Come on, Mike. Let's go.
I know.
So
Come on, man.
It's just for.
I think so. What are you connected to? Like when you're going live, are you what's? Because what happened is if I connect directly to the maybe to the page and go live from the page, that may work.
If you go live from the page, it won't allow.
It won't allow you to do that one.
simultaneous, yeah.
I got you. So we gotta figure out how to connect it to the. I think I may need a receiver.
Yes, I think that's what we need.
Mike's a receiver.
Best one out here.
Mike is a receiver.
Yeah, I seen him. I seen him out there today.
You see him drop that ball right through his hands? I was mad as hell.
He said, "Don't ever ask me to throw the ball again."
I be yelling at my dudes, bro. They already know now if they drop a ball, just walk off the field.
Man, hey, with that block from Juju.
Oh, Juju
that was
sealed
a
that.
crucial block. That was,
Juju sealed that.
like all you hear is pow. Like I was like, oh, it's gone. He's done.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was right there. And I was like, oh yeah, that saved the game right there.
I can't wait till someone else drops a pass so I'm not on the hot seat.
Oh, you're going to be on the hot seat for the rest of your life. Every time we play, you're like, I can go out for a pass. I can run a route. Throw me the ball.
Well, I'm used to
I can do a
the
screen.
Hall of Fame throwing a pass. That's the problem.
How many leagues have we played in together?
He asks for a pass to me all the time and drops that shit.
See, man. And I even gave him some good gloves.
Damn.
NFL gloves, matter of fact.
He has no words.
That's cool. Just buy me some Gatorades.
CTS still up?
Yeah, I think it's 2 touchdowns to Neil.
Yes. 12-0.
Matter of fact, I bet you
It
that
looks
case
like a bit of
Anderson
a
drive.
still up.
Bit of a
I think it's at the
defensive
house.
Another one
game.
in.
You know, a couple big balls.
Across the
One
board, you got
CTS
Spider,
way, but
Eli, Teddy.
Oh, Miss Flags, man. That was killing us today, Miss Flags.
you got a water bottle, you need some Pedialyte. I got one of the pouches. You just dump that in.
Nice. Yeah. You need Pedialyte or you?
No, I'm saying if you wanted one.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
See their OC sitting there on the 20?
I brought this because while I'm out there, I like to be able to have a drink while I'm on the field.
Twan's trying to recruit.
But it's full of
Yeah,
ice.
pull him over here,
putting a couple
Twan.
pouches in there.
Did you guys know we can have people call in, so they're able to sit there and chat and like type their comments in. I can have somebody call in, and I could put them on, and you guys could chat with them at the same time.
Did y'all just hear that? You can actually call in and talk to us live.
So if you want to do that, dial 720-296-0371. If you want to call in, give us a ring. If you want to chat it up with Artie, if you want to chat it up with Mario, if you want to chat it up with anybody out here, call in. We'd love to have you on the show. 720-296-0371. Call right now and we'll plug you in.
I charge $9.99 a minute. Rio gets $14.99 because he's a Hall of Famer.
Ask for Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
It's gonna get a lot of people gonna be.
There y'all.
And all we gotta do is get
Julian
that
looking to punch it
on the
in.
field
My man was getting
set
cooked
up,
because he got yellow Crocs on.
And now you got your
Teddy
wide
in the
angle
corner.
and
Look
like
good.
a small box you can switch
Nah, he
that
was
in.
out.
Nice catch.
Did they call it in?
Yes, sir.
Was it? I didn't see it.
Teddy on the catch.
I'm just bullshitting over here.
And then maybe, if they start, because, flag granted traction, so if they make like a flag network,
Oh, yeah.
like that would be
Wow, now what is it, 2022?
for the Olympics.
Yep. Isn't it 2022 for the Olympics now?
If I don't play, at least let me get on the cameras,
For real.
Well, flag football's making its way at a World Championship starting up for flag football
Yeah.
internationally, so it's a stepping stool. Spider on the slant. Nice grab.
You think people don't get cracked out here in flag. You're sadly mistaken.
Yeah, nah. You see that first game?
Yeah.
That one dude?
Yeah. Told he smacked him.
Fucking body, bro. I thought he was dead.
Shit, Rio hit that dude in Springs.
Oh, yeah.
We were down in Colorado Springs. Rio hit the soul out of this dude, bro.
His soul might be.
His soul kept doing a 40-yard dash, and his body was laying on the ground.
That one crip dude, River, that you get on the sideline.
him too.
Shit.
I've been on one.
Still said on to him right afterwards, too. He got fucked up.
Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, the hardest hit was Corey from the Bros and Best of the Best. We were playing VIP, and this dude was chasing Donnie, and Corey just, bro, I felt the hit, and I was like 7 yards away. Corey just destroyed this dude.
Suck to catch. They're fun to be on the.
Destroyed this dude.
Blindside,
Nah, he saw the hit coming. They were talking shit to each other before the play before, and Corey was like, "I'm coming," and old boy was like, "Bring it." Corey brought it. He literally hit that dude like 10 yards out of bounds, bro. Cam Bob, I think the score is 3 touchdowns to 0, bro. I don't know how many extra. Look at the top of the screen. Shows the teams that are playing, man. It's the CTS.
Hey, we can still keep the score up top, right? I'll find the score real fast. And we can put it up there.
Yes, please get the score. We'll update it. I'll put it on the feed.
It's CTS/Swift versus Menace. Who?
Yeah.
Does?
Yeah.
You have one?
Nope.
You do walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie.
It's a dope little feature.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody, any of your boys.
I just be talking to random ass people on mine.
Well, you gotta like accept.
I just be pinging random ass people on mine. Like when I'm in the grocery store.
Two pineapples.
Yeah, with the 2 pineapples. Ping. You see these pineapples I got? Nah, my girl whooped my ass. She choked me out the other night. Got my head stuck in the blanket and she choked the shit out of me.
Oh, I see it happening.
Yeah, she's a fighter. All right, G.
All right, bro.
Go sit on the sideline.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys coming in.
As
Every
always.
game, I want you guys to come up and chime in and chat.
Love, brother.
Yeah, we'll get it dialed in. I'll get this to a point where we've got a nice little flow. And
You need to start selling tacos, G.
selling tacos right out of here.
Tacos, you're gonna make some money.
You want me to cook
Good
it
little
here?
concession right here in the back.
I sure would buy some tacos.
So I'll be
buy the whole
manning the
lot.
camera. I'll be on the mic, and I'll be flipping the grill. Right?
Was your birthday last week?
It was. Thank you, bro. I appreciate
How was your
it.
trip?
Excellent, man.
Yeah.
Getting a little getaway with the fam and
Mini-me?
friends and everything. Yeah, you guys are welcome anytime. Come in randomly.
Huh?
Come chat.
This ain't even my camera. Which is crazy. They're making so many like gadgets to make the iPhone feel like it's
I just got an update from my man Preston on the field. 22-0 CTS.
Field reporter for you. 22-0.
Now, I'm going to bring Preston in on this live feed here. He's calling in. And Preston, you're live right now. You're on. That's right. Now, Preston, what corner are you in? I don't know where you're at. I'm going to get an angle on you. Northwest. Okay, one sec here. Go. You can see it. Preston's chiming in from the field. Oh, man. For anyone who's watching, I greatly apologize. That was terrible cameramanship on my part. Now, Preston, can you hear me really well? Okay. Does it sound like what you're hearing is coming from the microphone, or do you think it's coming from my speakerphone on my phone? Okay, do you hear any music? No music. Okay. All right, Preston, what about now? Can you still hear me really good? Okay. It's working. Okay, I'm going to update that up here on the... There, I'm throwing these points on the board.
Literally that many people in.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, everyone can hear you just fine.
What you think about that?
Okay, we got Deuce in the QB spot. He's not happy. He wanted to see some of his guys a little bit more downfield. So come on, guys. Gotta move. Gotta let me release that cannon.
So 8:22.
8:22.
Probably like 4:11 left. 8:22, 4:11 left.
We got 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in this game. Let's see if Menace can come back.
Want to report from the field?
Now it looks like The video is maybe coming in a little bit delayed, choppy, potentially got some buffering going on there. So people who are watching, let me know. Are you seeing this come through good quality, or is this kind of delayed here? Gotta somehow figure out how to get rid of all this buffering. Usually comes into play when the computer gets a little too hot. That's why we're tented up here, trying to get that shade, keep all the equipment cool, so we can keep broadcasting to you. Connected. Great bomb there by Jesse.
Yes, G. You need one. You need one. The pouches, so you just pour it in your bottle.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Cameron. I know it seems like it's buffering or something, and I don't know if it's the heat or if I'm overloading it with different media features and stuff like that. So I apologize, but thank you for chiming in and letting me know. CTS. Let's see what this defense can do. First and goal. Got about 10 yards to go. Menace trying to make something of this game. Coming back late.
Just under 4 minutes to go. They need this or game's over. They're killing themselves right now. Killing themselves. You guys playing the Bulls right now? A little short too.
So we're going on almost 2 hours of live streaming here from Skyview Academy. I'm happy to see this is still going strong. Again, I apologize for the buffering, but we'll sort it out. CTS about to...
Oh my God.
Well, Menace keeps getting some unfortunate self-inflicted penalties here. This is their chance.
Damn, I gotta go. That sucks. Alright, G.
Much love, P.
Baby mama.
We'll chat soon.
Needs me to get over there.
Oh, it's the baby mama.
Alright, dog.
How that goes. And the baby mama hits you up. All right, that's game. That was the last chance for the Menace, and some self-inflicted wounds there put them under. Final score: CTS 22, Menace 8.
How's it going, Rob?
Good. How are you?
Good, sir.
Let's focus here on Jackie Wynn. Good work, Jack. It's good to see everyone is still friends after this, right? That's what football is all about. You get out onto the field, it gets ugly, and once that whistle blows, nothing but love. Hugs and high fives. Bunch of grown-ass men. Love it. Okay, next up, we've got the Bulls versus Disciples. Again, Bulls, this is that team we were talking about, originally formed in northern Colorado, up in Fort Collins. And the Disciples, who I believe were in the competitive league last season, and happy to see they can hold their own here. The Bulls are 1-2. The Disciples are 1-2. So this should be a good game.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing awesome.
Good.
Having fun.
Yes. It still looks like we've got some live viewers. I appreciate you for hanging in there and sticking with us, even with all this choppy video and this kind of rough production, if you will. We'll get better. Shoot, this is my second time out here. Manning the camera, manning the audio, manning all of the connections, via laptop, and we're completely remote right now. We're not plugged into any shore power. We've got some super fancy equipment here. Electric generator that doesn't make any noise, doesn't get in the way of any of the audio. Of course, I'm having some buffering issues and delays there, but we'll get those sorted out. And this is all running off of my cell phone hotspot. So I'm sure if I had an actual Wi-Fi hotspot or something a little bit more robust, that would probably do the trick. So we'll figure it out. Any of you guys that are watching, if you're a techie, hit me up. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Let me know how to beef this whole setup up so that we can get you guys some quality footage, consistent and without any interruptions and delay. Devin, did we get the score on Sharks versus the Mustangs? We did not, but I know that it was. I think it was in the third Mustangs and the 20s for the Sharks. I think it was 30-something to 20-something.